Hello, fellow manna gatherers. It is Wednesday, November 4th, which means that Election Tuesday has come and gone. And let's remember together that no matter what side of the plectrum any of us sit, no matter if our candidates were elected into office or not, no matter what you're feeling today, no matter what the state of our government, it is still a good day, as is every day a good day, to choose to be wise and not foolish. Choosing to respond with quiet wisdom and not hot headed foolishness. There will be people around us who perhaps provoke us with what they say and do that makes us want to react with anger or hatred or maybe even violence. I hope not, but if you feel that urge, resist that urge to do so and heed the words of Ecclesiastes 9:17 and 18 that we have been with this week. These words are, again, in the Message translation of the Bible, the quiet words of the wise are more effective than the ranting of a king of fools. Wisdom is better than warheads, but one hothead can ruin the good earth. This, as we said yesterday, does not mean for us who want to choose wisdom over being a ranting fool to keep quiet or to remain silent or not to speak at all. No, by all means, if you are one who is trying desperately hard to choose wisdom over foolishness, over being hot headed, from over ranting, the world needs you who want to speak with quiet words of wisdom to speak. The world needs you to do that. Do not retreat, but channel your King Solomon or channel that poor wise man from the Ecclesiastes 9 parable to be a voice of reason, to be a voice of calm response, to be a voice of wisdom, remembering that such a voice is much more effective, but also knowing that you might, if you choose to be such a voice of quiet words of wisdom, you might feel like a lone voice crying out into the darkness and to the chaos to a world that is not listening to you. I hope that's not the case, but don't let it stop you from speaking with wisdom into our world. For today, let us remember that whatever the state of our government, no matter how we're feeling today, post-election day, we are still God's people. That has not changed. We have chosen, you have chosen, to be the people of God. And as the people of God, we don't act like hot-headed, ranting fools, like people are acting around us, perhaps. As tempting or easy as it is to slip into a stoop to such a level of behavior and speaking when it's going all around you, God's people don't act that way. Think about this. Way back in 1 Samuel 8, when the Israelites pleaded with God to give them a king, well, they didn't plead with God. They demanded a king because the people told Samuel, the prophet, who was actually the intermediary go-between person between God and the Israelites. There was Samuel. The Israelites told Samuel that they knew above God what was best for them and their country and their nation. They demanded a king, to which God kind of sadly responds in 1 Samuel 8. They have rejected me, God, from being king over them. My plan was for my people not to be like all the other nations. God still has that hope for us. When you choose, however, though, the way of foolish hotheads instead of calm, non-anxious, responsive people that speak with quiet words of wisdom, you in essence dethrone God. You reject God with your words and your behavior, and you end up hurting God's people, other people. Really, you simply become like all the other people, corruptly vying for power in this world. You're no different. People don't know you are God's people. In so many ways, Ecclesiastes reminds us of who we are as God's people, and that no matter who we decide to lead us as a nation or as a state, God is our true king, to whom we owe our ultimate allegiance. And when God sits on the throne of our lives, we are not simply lumped in. We don't allow ourselves to be lumped in with the hot-headed fools that spew hate and cause division. We are called out of such chaos. That is, after all, what the New Testament word is for church. That's what the word they use in the New Testament, ecclesia, that's the word for church. It means called out ones. You are God's people. You are called out of this world. Act like it in all you think, say, and do, God says to us. So yesterday, I forgot our breath prayer, but we need to keep breathing this week, obviously. But breathe through those moments where you feel like you are about to make a fool of yourself in responding to foolish, hot-headed comments by focusing on the breath prayer we talked about on Monday. Quiet, wise words, not loud ranting. Breathing in, quiet, wise words. Breathing out, not loud ranting. Quiet, wise words, not loud ranting. Let that center you in the presence of God before you speak, before you respond, before you react. I will see you tomorrow on Thursday.